Hello and welcome to episode something I didn't check. My name's Fee and yeah, I gave myself a little holiday and now I'm back. It's been a month since my last confession. I don't know why, it always feels like a bit of a confession. The reason why it's been a month is really that I gave myself a month off. 2 of those weeks were spent on holiday, just cruising around in my dad's boat and spending some time at home with my parents. Yeah. And the other part is that I haven't felt inspired to do any sort of crafting. Which is a bit annoying. No, it's a lot annoying. So, yeah, instead of just having to look at the camera and go, oh, well, I didn't do anything this week, I figured take some time off, get my head back straight on and just wait it out. And that's what I did. So, for having a month off, I'm not going to show you a whole lot of things. Yeah, just a bit of knitting, and I'm going to talk about some of my plans. Because if we just talked about what I'd done, we'd be over in 5 minutes. But still. So, let's start off with what I'm wearing, because this is a finished object. So, I did do something productive on my holiday. This has been washed, but I haven't cut the ends because I washed it yesterday, so it's only dry now. But this is the Zweig. Just stand up. So you have the nice lace, a bit of color work. I shortened the sleeves, mainly because I always tuck my sleeves up to this length anyway, so why bother knitting them? As you can tell, this colour, light colour up here, yeah, I'm wearing my dress underneath. This light colour and this colour is the same, because otherwise I would have to use this colour, which is the Semolin Dye Works Teal Fade 1, 2, 3 and 4. There's a 5th colour, but I'm using that for something else at some point. But yeah, I didn't have enough of this colour to do the sleeves, even as short as they are. So I figured, well, might as well just do them in the top colour, which I had a lot left over of. And yeah, I really like it. Going to trip over. As you can see, it sort of transitions into the last colour. And it's nice and light and bit longer than I was planning on, but that's things grow in the wash. Yeah, so that's my only finished object. I did pick up something that if you follow me on Instagram you will have seen, and yes, I am playing with my hair a lot, which is just down to it still being slightly damp from my shower this morning and having it be a lot shorter than I'm used to, so it just doesn't really behave like I'm used to, but such elegance. If you follow me on Instagram, you will have seen that I took these out on the boat to work on. These are the Slip Slide Splash socks. I already knit 2 other socks, not a pair, 2 other. And this is the second for the larger, the 72 stitch pair, which is for me. And this is what yarn I'm using. The yellow is Bike Bell, which wasn't an exclusive to Stephen and Penelope Hedgehog Fibers colorway. I still think it's exclusive to them. I'm just not sure if it's being dyed up anymore. And the other one is the Squishy and Moth and Squishy Elephant Hawk Moth colorway. Yeah. For the last sock, which will complete the second, or actually what was supposed to be the first pair, I'll reverse the colors, because as you can see I'm low on yellow compared to the variegated. And this is a pattern by Megan Williams, also known as Just Run It, one of the hosts of the Stockinette Zombies podcast. But yeah, it's my plan to finish this, because as you can see, I've almost transitioned the slip stitches out, and then it's just a short rip, and then I'm done. They've been on the needles for far too long, far too long, and I really need to cast on the other second sock as soon as I finish this, my plan is to knit the toe, finish this and then knit the toe, just so that I'm started, so it's like, okay, I have to get going, instead of having this be just lying around somewhere waiting to be cast on. Doesn't mean I'll actually work on it, but it means it's at least started, so I might pick it up again. So yeah, a little bit of work on that. Really easy pattern to memorize. If you might remember, I did actually start this up before, and then I accidentally did the wrong slide. So yeah, and I had almost all of the foot before I realized, hey, I'll have two identical socks, and this is supposed to be either going toward each other or away from each other, depending on how you opt to wear them. So can't wait to be finished with these. Not because I want to wear them. Well, I want to wear them, but it's not exactly. It's only 15 degrees Celsius outside, but I'm still barefoot. And yeah, I have one other project that I've been working on, and you haven't seen this before, so I'll just explain. I'll need both hands. So this is, lost one of my yarn skeins there. This is the Fleur top, and it's by, I want to say it's by Illebekk Hansen. I don't know why I want to say that. I know she's Beck, B-E-K-K. Yeah. I think there's only one other project on Ravelry with this, but more people have knit it. And I'll just show you the photo really quickly, because there's a good chance you don't know what the pattern is. I didn't know it. I didn't know anything about her. So this is the pattern. As you can see, it's a plain stockinette top, and the bottom is lace in a different color. My plan is to, as you can see, the original is one strand of wool and one strand of mohair. Mohair makes me itch just looking at it, so that was never going to happen. So instead I'm doing two strands, and it's actually, yeah, that's pretty good. Two strands of super soft, and this is just an old something, I think the color is cranberry, that I have on a cone. So I wound, I don't even know how much, as much as my ball winder would allow me. Round that off. I'm just holding a double. It still contains the spinning oil, so it feels a bit tight to work with, and it'll bloom and grow when it's washed. So I'm not going for an oversized look, I'm going for a fitted look for this. You know, as usual. So I'm not too worried. I did swatch. And yeah. I haven't completely committed to what the bottom will be, But I have a Madeline Tosh merino, which is it calligraphy? It has this, it's a neutrally color, neutral-ish, but it has this pinkish wash to it. And I'm looking over there because I think it might be over there, but I'm not going to look for it. Can't be bothered, sorry. I'll be done with the top part soon, so you'll probably see it next week. Because this is only supposed to go under my boob, and as you can see, it's nearly there. Yeah. Not a whole lot to say about this. This is plain stockinette. It's a raglan shaping. My only modification was doing extra increases for the bottom bit of the sleeves. Simply increasing every round instead of every other round, to give myself a bit more movement in the arms, because I have fat lady arms, as we've previously discussed. But yeah, this looks like it could stand by itself. That's the spinning oil, and which will go out as soon as it's washed, so that's no problem. It'll soften up beautifully. I have worked a lot with this super soft, with the oil still in. So that is all I've been working on, and gosh, that didn't take long. I was sewing a pair of shorts, not the black ones you've already seen, but a different pair. I think they're by Colette Patterns. Yeah. And they're called Iris. And basically all that's missing is the waistband and the hemming. I even put in the zipper, but I just don't feel like working on it, so I put it in the corner. Well, I put it back on the shelf, and because what I've been thinking is I've been avoiding sewing since I got back from holiday because I don't really feel like working on a short. Am I a short person? Well, I'm a short person, but am I a person to wear shorts? I'm still on the fence about that. I like skirts, I like dresses. I mean, hello. I like funny, weird things. Well, not weird. I like colourful things. And so I've been avoiding my sewing whatever spare room. And well, I thought it's time to clean off the desk, start over with something completely different, something that excites me. And I've been thinking, well, I don't know what excites me. Should I be... I bought the Liberty Tree fabric, and I'm going to make that into a rosa shirt from Tirill and the Buttons. I already have a rosa shirt dress, and I really like the way it fits me. So yeah, I figured I'd make a shirt out of the tree pattern. Maybe do a very obvious clear blue or something stitch to, you know, give it a bit of contrast because it has a lot of colour in it. But I was like, well, I don't know if that's what I want to do right now. Sorry, yawning all over the place. I am all over the place. But as I said, I'm not sure I want to do that right now because it has princess seams, it has a yoke, it's a bit fiddly. I already know it's a bit fiddly. And I don't mind fiddly, but I'm thinking I need something more straightforward. Having said that, what I did decide, and this is my accountability, my plan, and it's a very gentle plan, is to trace this pattern by next week. I doesn't have to be on fabric or have cut out the fabric. My only goal is to trace off the right size in this pattern. And the pattern is the Agate pencil dress by Name Clothing. I bought this and I bought the fabric with meter because I buy everything there. It's a very simple pencil skirt dress, which is plain back and front, and the side has a contrast. I didn't bring the fabric or wash the fabric back when I bought this. Pretty sure I did. If not, I really need to get a move on with that. And it has a high, what's the word I'm looking for? It's a sluice in Danish. Split. Has a high split on one side, which I think is actually partially the zipper. So there are some fiddly bits, I'm sure. Haven't really looked through the pattern. If you've never worked with Name Clothing pattern, I think they're Finnish. You get these solid pieces that you can trace your pattern off of. If you know what size you are and what size you want to use, you could of course just cut out the right size. But yeah, but you get your pattern pieces and you get your little booklet which explains, oh, and they're from Oi in Finland, so they are Finnish. And you get your little pattern booklet, and as you can see, it's just a simple little sleeve, and it goes step by step for everything. If you are used to American patterns, well, I say American, if you're used to a lot of patterns that use the 5/8 inch seam allowance, you have to be aware that this uses the 1 centimeter seam allowance instead, which is 3/8 of an inch, I think. But yeah, I chose for this main part here a dark blue, and for the contrast sides I chose, inspired by Trine, well, not Trine, Pia from Meter, a Nani contrast for it, one of the flower patterns. And yeah, it's extra sewing because you need to do contrast sides, so it's not just one front piece, one back piece, it's one front piece and then side piece, front side, back piece, back side. That sounds wrong. So there's some fiddly bits, but less fiddly than a shirt, I'm hoping. Because even though I have made a shirt and shirt dress and all kinds of, and I know the Rosa pattern, it's still a bit, do you want to do the fiddly bits? So yeah, plan is cut this out, I'll trace this pattern and cut it out so it's ready to be traced onto the fabric. If I get it onto fabric, excellent. If I don't, who cares? I think it's just going to be easy steps to get myself back into that creative mindset, because, well, you can't force things, can you? And I don't think anyone wants to force their hobby. So yeah. And I really want to work on my little bird, my little embroidery bird, because he's cute. and he needs to be on something, and I need to move on to the next one so I can justify buying the blackbird and making that one. Actually, I was planning on copying Charlotte, who is this lazy lady, on Instagram and Ravelry, and make French feel bag copies using the birds. Maybe I'll end up doing pillows. I don't know. Need to finish it first. I can always just buy more of the canvas bits, make another one, and make both the pillows and the bags. Because really, do I need another bag? No. Do I want it? Yes. Absolutely. Definitely. Anyway, I hope to have more content for you next week. If not, I won't. I'll see you in a week. Bye.